Hello guys, welcome back to my channel today. Today we're gonna go ahead and do another summary of one of the book that I just read, Man's Search for Meaning. This is a book from Viktor Frankl. And today again I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a little summary with my guest, ChatGPT, Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and discuss about the book with ChatGPT and trying to have some insight from the book. All right, so Chat is right here next to me. Hello, Chat.
Salut Zigbody, comment ça va?
Ça va bien et toi-même?
Je vais bien aussi, merci. Quoi de neuf aujourd'hui?
Ok, là on va parler en anglais, ok?
Okay, let's switch to English. What's on your mind today?
All right. So right now I'm on my YouTube channel right now, and I wanted to go ahead and discuss about this one book that I just read. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. Are you familiar with this book?
Yes, I'm familiar with it. It's a powerful book by Viktor Frankl. How do you feel about discussing it on your channel?
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and ask you a couple questions about the book. Let's first start about the author of the book. Who is Viktor Frankl?
Viktor Frankl was an Austrian neurologist, psychiatrist, and Holocaust survivor. He founded logotherapy, a form of existential analysis, and the book is based on his experiences in concentration camps and his insights into finding meaning in life.
Okay. So what time did he wrote this book?
He wrote Man's Search for Meaning shortly after World War II, and it was first published in 1946.
All right. You say what happened to his life?
Yes, he survived the Holocaust, which deeply influenced his work. His experiences in concentration camps formed the basis for his book and his theory of logotherapy.
All right. So yeah, so let's go ahead and dive inside the book. The book is kind of divided in two parts, and the first part he's kind of, describing the story inside the concentration camp. Can you give us a summary about that first part?
Absolutely. In the first part, Frankl recounts his harrowing experiences in concentration camps. He describes the daily struggles, the loss of loved ones, and the psychological impact on prisoners. Despite the suffering, he emphasizes the importance of finding meaning even in the most dire circumstances.
All right. So I go
It's,
through. Yeah, go ahead.
it's a profound reflection on human resilience. What stood out most to you from this part? It's a profound reflection on human resilience. What stood out most to you from this part?
When I was reading the first part,
It
and
must have been quite impactful. What resonated with you the most?
yeah, this quote from Nietzsche who says, "He who has a why to live can bear with almost anyhow." How
That's a
yeah.
It really encapsulates the essence of finding meaning even in the toughest times.
So what do you think about this quote of Nietzsche who say, "Who he who has a why to live can bear with almost anyhow"?
I think it highlights how having a sense of purpose or meaning can help people endure even the most difficult circumstances. It's a core idea in Frankl's work.
All right. So let's say inside the book, Frankl was talking about the fact that he was in some point able to guess the next person, in the concentration camp that's gonna die based on his behavior. How do you think he was able to do that?
Frankl's ability to observe subtle changes in behavior and demeanor likely came from his background in psychiatry and his own experiences in the camps. He could sense when someone had lost hope, which often preceded physical decline. It's a testament to how mental and emotional states can impact physical health.
All right. So based on what Frankl wrote inside this book, So what can you say that what are the different way that those who survive in the camp was, using in order to stand, despite all those hard time or all those things they was going through?
Survivors often found meaning through various ways: maintaining hope, focusing on future goals, forming connections with others, and holding on to their inner sense of purpose. These elements help them endure and find strength even in dire circumstances.
All right. So talking about the SS, the SS in the book. Who was the SS in the book?
Yes, the SS were the Schutzstaffel, a paramilitary organization under the Nazi Party. They were responsible for many of the atrocities in the concentration camps, enforcing brutal conditions and overseeing the prisoners.
So can you explain how those people was able to go ahead and do those atrocities to other people? Like, how can they be in that position, like human being, to be able to do that for to other people?
It's a complex issue involving dehumanization, ideology, and systemic conditioning. The SS were indoctrinated with Nazi ideology, which dehumanized their victims and justified their actions. Social and psychological factors like obedience to authority and group pressure also played significant roles. It's a stark reminder of how extreme ideologies can corrupt human behavior.
Yeah, that's really, helpful to see how a human being, can be to get to the point that to do such atrocity to another human being, Chad. That's really, you know
It truly is heartbreaking. It's a reminder of the importance of empathy and humanity. Frankl's book sheds light on both the depths of human cruelty and the incredible resilience of the human spirit.
Okay. So, what can be the takeaway of the first part of this book? What can be the takeaway of this part?
The main takeaway is that even in the most dire circumstances, finding meaning and purpose can help us endure and maintain our humanity. It's about the power of hope, resilience, and the human spirit.
All right. So before we dive inside the second part, I just highlight this part that I will read to you. Um, what
Sure.
does Spinoza say in his Ethic? Emotion, which is suffering, cease to be suffering as soon as we form a clear and precise picture of it. How do you understand this?
It suggests that understanding our emotions and the reasons behind our suffering can help us manage and overcome it. Clarity and understanding can transform our perspective.
All right. All right, Chad. Thanks for this brief summary. Let's dive inside the part two of the book that say logotherapy in a nutshell. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and discuss a little bit about the part two. What is logotherapy?
Logotherapy is a form of psychotherapy developed by Frankl. It focuses on finding meaning in life as a way to overcome suffering and I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice. You can switch to standard now to keep chatting.
Hello, Chad. Hello.
Could you clarify what you mean? Are you referring to trying logotherapy or something else?
Yeah, I was like, what is logotherapy? Can you explain me what is logotherapy?
Yes. Logotherapy is a form of psychotherapy developed by Viktor Frankl. It's based on the idea that the primary drive in human life is not pleasure, like Freud suggested, or power, like Adler suggested, but meaning. Frankl believed that even in suffering, if a person can find meaning, they can endure almost anything. It helps people discover purpose through their experiences, responsibilities, and values.
Okay, and how does Frankel kind of describe and support this idea of logotherapy?
Frankl supports logotherapy by drawing from his own experiences in concentration camps. He observed that prisoners who found meaning, whether through love, faith, future goals, or even their suffering, were more likely to survive. He also brings in philosophical and psychological arguments, showing that when people have a why to live for, they can endure almost any how. He uses case studies from his work as a psychiatrist to demonstrate how helping patients find meaning alleviates their suffering.
All right. Thanks, Chad. You just give me a brief description about this book. And who do you think can read this book and gain something from it?
You're welcome. Honestly, this book is for anyone. If you're going through hardship, it can help you find purpose in suffering. If you're feeling lost or unmotivated, it offers deep insights on meaning. Even if you're just interested in psychology or history, it's a powerful read. It's one of those books that can change how you see life, no matter where you are in your journey.
All right. Thanks, ChatGPT. Okay, so before we leave this brief video, so I want you to go ahead and give a summary of the whole book of Man's Search for Meaning.
Sure, man's search for meaning is divided into two parts. In the first part, Viktor Frankl recounts his experiences as a prisoner in Nazi concentration camps. He describes the extreme suffering, the loss of loved ones, and the psychological struggles of the prisoners. He noticed that those who had a sense of purpose, whether it was a future goal, love for someone, or even finding meaning in their suffering, were more likely to survive. In the second part, he introduces logotherapy, his psychological approach based on the idea that the main human drive is finding meaning in life. He explains that people can discover meaning through work, love, and even suffering. Instead of avoiding pain, he argues that accepting it and giving it meaning can help people endure and grow. The key message of the book is that no matter how difficult life gets, we always have the power to choose how we respond and to find purpose in our experiences.
Anyway, guys, yes, this was it's a brief summary of Man's Search for Meaning. Yeah, I read the book and it was really interesting. Like he said, the main thing that I get from this book is like, whatever or however, whatever happened to you in your life, you have, this power, you have this responsibility to choose how to respond. That is the powerful part of it. Okay, how you respond is on you. And then, like I said, definitely you need to have a meaning in your life in order to keep going day to day or every day. You do have to have a meaning, because it's like as soon as that meaning is off your life, there's no reason for you to move anymore. And this is what happened inside the book when he was describing some of the prisoners were just lying down, say, I'm not gonna do anything, and this was what happened. The person, they're gonna pick that person and kill that person, in the concentration camp. But but those who was still having the faith, like, oh, you know what, we're gonna be free one day, or have something in the mind, maybe say, oh, I'm gonna meet my wife, or I still have this one thing that I want to accomplish. And that's the thing that keeps you going on the way. And this is gonna come back to our daily life, because this is our daily life, especially everyone encounters some type of difficulties in life. And then some of the people, it can be so bad and so hard that some people are gonna think about abandon life, or drop everything, like, oh, I don't have any power to move forward anymore. Yeah, this is definitely what many people kind of go inside our life. Everyone go through some hardship, but you have to understand that you need to keep going. You need to have your purpose that you're following all the time, because that's what's gonna keep you moving forward. So guys, I'm so glad that you take up your time and listen to me doing this brief summary with my friend ChatGPT, right? So guys, thank you so much to listen to me. and hopefully I will be doing another summary. I have one book that I'm actually going through, this one, so hopefully we'll have a time to go ahead and do a summary of that book, and then I have another book that I just purchased that is coming tomorrow. So we'll have another session like this where we can go ahead and discuss about the summary of the book or whatever we get from the book, guys. So thanks so much, guys, for take your time to listen to me. So do not forget, you can hit the subscribe button or the like, so that the next time we can see be together and trying to listen for the other book, guys. Thanks so much. It was Vic. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Thanks.